There's a lot at stake nowadays with AI. I mean, it's this technology that is supposed to change humanity for the better, we hope. But since 2 years ago, the hype has been just growing and growing and growing, and the delivery. There's amazing things, amazing memes. Not going to lie, just spectacular memes that we can make nowadays. But that is maybe not that productive. And one of the concerns that people have is, specifically with the OpenAI's flagship product, ChatGPT. As in my opinion, maybe not an expert, I have tested extensively almost every AI tool out there. ChatGPT 5 was not maybe the best one. Sora, on the other hand, their video generation tool from OpenAI, it's very good, I have to say. I've had a lot of fun with it. But again, what exactly can we expect from something that many analysts are saying that is a bubble? A bubble like the dot-com bubble from 1999. You remember there was a bloodbath, and not to mention the 2008 financial crisis. Why could this be a bubble? Well, because of the massive investments in processing power. You have OpenAI having this commitment to basically invest in NVIDIA. Microsoft is also in the mix. Oracle is in the mix. And basically, if OpenAI doesn't deliver what they claim that they're going to deliver, the whole thing comes crashing down, and that would be catastrophic with the amount of investment that is at stake in all this infrastructure. So many people are really afraid of what is going on with Sam Altman and his attitude, and so many of you are not aware that I already made a video 1 month ago when we were deep into the Charlie Kirk stuff. This analysis from Sam Altman is confronted about the whistleblower's mysterious death who was with Tucker Carlson. You have asked me about that video over and over again, but I remind you that I already made this analysis. You can watch this in my YouTube channel, this one, and the Battle Language Guy. But then there's this one shared by Wall Street Pro. Brad Gerstner, an OpenAI investor, asks Sam Altman the question about the bubble. You say that everyone is talking about the AI bubble nowadays. The possible AI bubble. How a company with 13 billion in revenue can afford 1.4 trillion in commitments. That math ain't mathing. That doesn't sound like possible. Altman's reply: happy to find a buyer for your shares. Translation: no answer. Very concerning. Red flag. Yeah, you know that in this channel we have analyzed so many instances in which somebody deflects a question, doesn't give a direct answer to a question, is already suspicious. But we're gonna do this with Sam Altman. Remember that he's got this vocal fry that can be a bit hard to listen to, but I enabled the captions, so it should be easy to follow. Let's watch this to see if this can give us a clue about the future of ChatGPT and OpenAI and, well, basically the world's economy.
Hanging over the market is how can the company with 13 billion in revenues make 1.4 trillion of spend commitments? And you've heard the criticism,
First
Sam.
of all, we're doing well more revenue than that. Second of all, Brad, if you want to sell your shares, I'll find you a buyer. I just enough. People are. I think there's a lot of people who would love to buy OpenAI shares. I don't think you would,
including
Well, you see, Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, is in the call, and I think he was the one laughing the loudest too. It was a very uncomfortable laugh. Oh yeah, okay.
I think there's a lot of people who would love to buy OpenAI shares. I don't think you would,
including myself. Including myself.
People who talk with a lot of breathless concern about our compute stuff or whatever that would be thrilled to buy shares. So I think we could sell, your shares or anybody else's to some of the people who are making the most noise on Twitter, whatever, about this very quickly. We do plan for revenue to grow steeply. Revenue.
That is one of the things that I just have to trust Sam Altman on that. How are you going to grow the revenue quickly? Because the people that are paying for ChatGPT, I think it's Plus now. The Plus is $20. The Pro is, I think it's $200. I think they are already paying for that. You should have to, in cases, you will have to grow your user base, more people using ChatGPT, or charging more for it, or have more corporate customers. That would be another way. But I don't know how the revenue could grow steeply.
Revenue to grow steeply. Revenue is growing steeply. We are taking a forward bet that it's going to continue to grow, and that not only will ChatGPT keep growing, but we will be able to become one of the important AI clouds, that our consumer device business will be a significant and important thing, that AI that can automate science will create huge value.
There's another thing that they are working on, AI device for a consumer device that we still don't know what it is. We have certainly no idea. My guess, I have just a guess about this. It could be some kind of pin of medallion or something that you carry with yourself, and basically is listening to you the whole time. It's like something that is always on, listening to you all the time, and it can, with your conversations, with the use, with everything, connected to everything that you do, talk about privacy, it can make educated guesses about what you need next, or what are you going to do, how your way of thinking, or you can talk to it. I don't know what kind of device could people want to wear, because there's also, for example, Meta with the Ray-Ban glasses, with augmented reality. There's also that race in that field that I still have my doubts, but it's a possibility as well. I don't know what they are thinking. What is the jump they're gonna do? How is AI? But how? This is the thing, and this is the thing I don't, or at least in my limited understanding of what is going on with AI nowadays. I find it scary that OpenAI would be thinking of creating a consumer device. Okay, they even hired Johnny Ive, a legendary engineer from Apple, to do something that we don't know what it is, when they should be focusing on the software stuff, as China is focusing on the software stuff, not in the hardware stuff. They're focusing, how can we make this, I don't know how to call them, algorithms, engines. I don't know how to call the engine that, the AI software. How can we make this more efficient? Not needing more computing power, but with the current computing power, how to make this more efficient. I think, my limited understanding of this business, that's what OpenAI should be focused on. Because this is like the, I don't know if you remember the race between HD DVD and Blu-ray back in the day. HD DVD was from Panasonic, if I remember correctly, and Blu-ray was, of course, from Sony. And we had these two technologies. It was who is going to get, who's going to win in the end. Because, well, laser discs were too cumbersome to use, so way too big to use. And at the end, it was Blu-ray who won that race, and basically Blu-ray became the only option in the market for there's the movies and games. So what is happening in AI is, this is the same phenomenon. This winner takes it all scenario. It's like Facebook. You're not gonna make another Facebook. Facebook is winner takes it all scenario. YouTube. You're not gonna make another YouTube. This is a winner takes it all scenario. You could make something kind of niche, like Rumble, for example, but unless you fix the search, it's gonna stay like at something niche. But what OpenAI wants to do is to become the one AI to rule them all. It's got fierce competition. It's going to have fierce competition from Elon Musk and XAI. And again, Grok is insanely good. Grok Imagine is insanely good, the video generator. You are noticing that I like to talk about this topic. I love science fiction. I think that the thing that I've seen is that I still don't kind of see how come an OpenAI claim to be the first one, the biggest one, the too big to fail one. And the problem is when they call their company too big to fail, because it means that it is going to be saved no matter what happens with that company. And you know everything that, well, all the controversy that has happened with this company in so many levels. Let's finish watching this clip. And by the way, there's still more clips.
So, there are not many times that I want to be a public company, but one of the rare times it's appealing is when those people are writing these ridiculous OpenAI is about to go out of business and whatever. I would love to tell them they could just short the stock, and I would love to see them get burned on that. But we carefully plan. We understand where the technology, where the capability is going to go, and how the products we can build around that and the revenue we can generate. We might screw it up. Like, this is the bet that we're making, and we're taking a risk along with that.
We might screw it up, and if they screw it up, well, like 1/5 of the United States economy goes with it, and well, it's going to be a huge shot to the world's economy. But I don't think, at this point, ChatGPT is so ubiquitous. So many people are using it everywhere, that I don't think this is going to fail. The issue is, how do you provide more value? That is the single most important thing. If you provide more value, you become literally more valuable. You can get more revenue and command more investment. You see that the issue that I see with Sam Altman is you see that passive-aggressive attitude, that, sociopathic, psychopathic, kind of, odd guy. At the same time, Elon Musk is also an odd guy. It's like they are like different spectrums. You see how he answers, like, if you want to sell your shares, I have like this line of people wanting to buy your shares. I would love people to short the OpenAI stock and see them burn with that. That is that's the kind of remarks of somebody who is let's say odd, and he likes to see his detractors burn. and you can imagine, to make matters even more delicate, the amount of data and private data that ChatGPT handles about literally millions of people right now. Because ChatGPT was the first AI who had this memory feature in which they began to remember. The AI begins to remember what you talk with the AI unless you opt out of it. But in general, it remembers your conversations, and people can get very personal with this. Okay, let me think about what to do with my life. Well, you have to talk up with ChatGPT about your life. Or what do I do with this relationship? What do I do with my job? What do I do with my health? People are using ChatGPT for that, and it is obvious that the thing that Sam Altman has a lot of power right now is in the same way that Larry Ellison from Oracle has power, is access to data. That is one, perhaps the single most important thing. And this is not like something infer, like Google infers things that we do. No, this is us talking to the machine and telling it everything about our lives. This is the thing. This is the scary part. And what if it fails? to deliver, well, the economy will take a hit. I would make a bet that Sam Altman having these quirky tendencies that we have seen in other cases. Sometimes it has gone wrong, sometimes hasn't gone good, sometimes bad. I think that he's got a good shot of getting this right. In the meantime, there are concerns, of course, about this, his personality perhaps. But I don't know, maybe you can give me some opinion. You can tell me what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Body Language Guy. Much love and bliss.